Police are blaming a local rapper's music video for the deaths of two 13-year-olds, and a $50,000 reward is being offered for more.
Did you hear the news? The head of Georgia's police department just said that they are planning to arrest Lil Baby and 4 members of his 4PF crew on RICO charges. The head of Georgia's PD gang unit revealed that they are preparing for a possible 4PF RICO case, and Lil Baby's name was included in the official paperwork. But what is even more shocking is what came out in court today. A police investigator, known as Investigator V, took the stand and mentioned wiretapped calls. One of the calls suggested that Lil Baby might have paid to have people harmed, meaning he could have put money on people's heads. This sounds a lot like the situation with Lil Durk and other high-profile cases involving M-for-hire schemes. This news quickly spread, and even Snoop Dogg took to Twitter to comment on the situation. He wrote, "First Young Thug and now Lil Baby being played by that Atlanta DA. Y'all Atlanta rappers better be careful out there." This only added more attention to Lil Baby's legal troubles. After that, another update came out, saying that Lil Baby had been taken into county jail for questioning about the deaths of Jacket Davis and Layman Freeman. When Lil Baby was asked in an interview why he decided to close down his record label, 4PF, after these crimes happened, his answers seemed strange. It was reported that Lil Baby said he ended the label, but the timing of this decision seemed odd, especially considering the situation surrounding the charges. This is just the beginning of what could be a long legal battle for Lil Baby and his team. The news has caught the attention of the public and the music industry, leaving many wondering what will happen next. Lil Baby explained that he had to end 4PF to avoid it being seen as a street team. In an interview, he said that at first, he didn't understand the full impact of his actions, but over time, he realized he could be held responsible for things he didn't even think about. He admitted that if he had known better, he would not have started it the way it turned out. Now that he understands the consequences, he said it would be foolish to continue in the same way. He made it clear that it was not just about avoiding trouble with the police, but about doing the right thing and not letting people turn something good into something bad. Things took a more serious turn when the Atlanta Police Department made a shocking announcement about rapper Lil Baby's possible connection to the deaths of 2 young people. On February 26th, the police held a press conference where they revealed that 7 people had been arrested in connection with the tragic deaths of Jacket Davis and Layman Freeman. Major Ralph, an official from the Atlanta Police Department, spoke at the press conference and made some strong statements that grabbed the attention of the public. According to Major Ralph, the deaths of Davis and Freeman were part of a larger gang conflict that had started with a shooting at one of Lil Baby's music video shoots in May of the previous year. The shooting at the music video set resulted in 3 people being injured, and the police suggested that the violence stemming from this incident led to the deaths of the 2 young people. While the details surrounding the events were still being investigated, it became clear that the situation was much bigger than just a random act of violence. Major Ralph was very firm in his statement, emphasizing that the police would not stop until everyone involved in the deaths was held accountable for their actions. He made it clear that no one, regardless of their status or influence, would be above the law. What was particularly alarming was that he directly mentioned Lil Baby in connection with the incident, suggesting that the rapper might have played a role in the ongoing violence. The public was left stunned by this revelation, as Lil Baby had previously been known for his positive influence and was not typically associated with such serious criminal activity. The press conference sent shockwaves through both the music industry and the public. Fans of Lil Baby were left in disbelief, as the rapper had always been seen as one of the most successful and influential figures in modern rap. His rise to fame was marked by his catchy hits and collaborations with other big names in the music world. However, with this new development, it seemed that his career might be in serious jeopardy. The possibility that Lil Baby could be involved in a criminal investigation of this magnitude left people wondering about the true nature of his connections in the streets. As the investigation progressed, the Atlanta Police Department worked diligently to gather more information and piece together the events leading up to the shooting at the music video set and the subsequent deaths of Jacket Davis and Layman Freeman. The focus on Lil Baby and his potential connection to the violence raised questions about the intersection of the music industry and street culture. While some fans defended the rapper, others began to speculate about what might have really been going on behind the scenes.
Aspect to this, Lamont Freeman was allowed to be a 13-year-old for 27 minutes before gang.
One of the most concerning aspects of the situation was how the violence seemed to be tied to a gang conflict. Major Ralph mentioned that the killings were part of a larger gang dispute, which added another layer of complexity to the case. Gangs and street violence have long been a problem in many cities, and the connection between the entertainment industry and these street organizations has been a subject of debate for years. Many wondered if Lil Baby had unknowingly found himself caught up in a conflict that went far beyond the world of music. For now, the investigation continues, and the police are working hard to uncover all the details. The fate of the 7 people arrested is still uncertain, and there is much more to be learned about what really happened that night. For Lil Baby, the situation has taken a dark turn, and it remains to be seen how it will affect his career moving forward. As the public waits for more information to emerge, one thing is clear: the case involving the deaths of Jacket Davis and Lamont Freeman is far from over, and the implications for those involved, including Lil Baby, could be significant. The details of the case were heartbreaking. It was revealed that Lamont Freeman, who was only 13 years old, lived for just 27 minutes before he was taken by a gang. Major Ralph said that these violent actions were not just senseless, but that they were carried out by adults, calling them cowardly acts. He made it clear that these acts hurt the entire community, especially the younger generation, and he promised that the police would continue their work to stop this kind of violence. Lil Baby found himself in a tough situation after choosing to film a music video in a rival gang's area. He decided to shoot the video outside a taco shop in a place where he knew he should not have been. A woman who saw him posted about it on Facebook, saying, "We are here hanging out with Lil Baby, shooting a video." Her post quickly got attention, and soon enough, the rival gang showed up with guns, angry that Baby was in their territory. This situation quickly became worse. The police and news started linking Lil Baby to the violence that happened afterward. They claimed his actions played a part in the deaths of 2 young people. The police were now closely watching Baby, and it seemed like his decision to close his label, 4PF, had to do with the legal trouble he was facing. It was reported that his new album, Wham!, was rushed because of these legal issues. The closing of his label seemed like a way for him to avoid even more problems. District Attorney Fani Willis spoke out, warning the public about Lil Baby's actions. She suggested that rappers like him were using their fame, money, and influence to fuel gang violence. She even mentioned that more legal actions might be taken against other rappers in the coming months. It was clear that the authorities were focused on making examples of rappers who might be involved in illegal activities. DJ Academics later shared that 4PF, Lil Baby's label, was on the same evidence list as Young Thug and his YSL label. This added even more pressure on Baby. A week after this, Lil Baby was arrested for carrying a gun without a permit. He was taken to Clark County Detention Center and held on a $55,000 bail. During his time in jail, Baby was heard talking about how he would pay for protection, offering large sums of money in exchange for security, showing how serious the situation had become for him. The investigation into Lil Baby and 4PF was a big deal. 8 months earlier, DJ Academics had reported that 4PF was on the same evidence list as YSL, which meant this was a much bigger case. The authorities were clearly targeting rappers and their possible links to gangs. Lil Baby's every move was now being watched closely, and it seemed like he was becoming a target for law enforcement. Lil Baby has been going through a lot lately, and the situation has become more serious. He is facing trouble with the law, and things seem to be getting worse. The recent events, including his arrest, seem to be a warning sign for what could come next. There are rumors that Lil Baby is being targeted by law enforcement, just like Young Thug and other big names in the industry. The situation began when Lil Baby made some decisions that put him in the spotlight. He had a music video shoot in a place he probably should not have been. This led to a lot of drama, especially when someone posted about it on social media. This action drew attention to Lil Baby's presence in that area, and soon enough, it led to trouble. Police claim that this started a chain of events that led to violence and the deaths of 2 young people. Lil Baby's involvement is being questioned, and law enforcement is linking his actions to the crime. The authorities are now investigating Lil Baby's role, and this has caused a stir in the media. Some people believe that the authorities are using Lil Baby as an example for other rappers. The police seem to be trying to make him a target for something bigger, and Lil Baby's decision to close his label, for PF, seems like an attempt to distance himself from these ongoing issues. The legal troubles are getting more complicated for Lil Baby. His arrest for carrying a concealed weapon without a permit is just the beginning. There are deeper concerns, with many wondering if this is part of a larger investigation into his connections and potential ties to gang activity. Lil Baby has kept quiet about a lot of things, but the recent events have forced him to make some important decisions. His past actions, including his connections with others in the industry, are now under a microscope.
I'm gonna tell you some things that you're gonna have to take my word or don't believe it. It's fine. I don't care either or. When Fonnie would have started targeting YSL,
the tension between Lil Baby and other rappers like Young Thug has also been noticeable. After Ghana's decision to cooperate with the authorities, Lil Baby and Young Thug both expressed their frustrations with him. There seems to be a lot of distrust and anger within the rap community, with people questioning who they can trust. Overall, Lil Baby is now facing serious challenges. It seems like his past decisions are catching up with him, and his future is uncertain. He may have tried to protect himself by distancing himself from his label, but the truth is, his past actions might not let him escape the consequences easily. The world is watching to see what happens next. Lil Baby's name has been buzzing a lot recently, especially after the word "wham" became associated with him. This has added fuel to the fire of ongoing tension between Lil Baby and Ghana. Over the past months, Lil Baby has made it clear that he does not have a good relationship with Ghana, ever since the whole situation involving Ghana's legal troubles and his decision to cooperate with authorities. It all started when Young Thug, a close associate of Lil Baby, posted something on Instagram that simply said, "We should." This cryptic message caught the attention of Lil Baby, who quickly responded, indicating that there was something brewing between them. The very next day, Young Thug posted again, but this time, it was aimed directly at Ghana. He tweeted, "Ghana, stop acting like we are friends on the internet. I do not know you, my guy." This public statement was a clear shot at Ghana, and it seemed to signal a growing rift between the two. Ghana's brother, not staying silent, reacted to the tweet by stating that the feeling was mutual, further emphasizing the split between Ghana and Young Thug, and by extension, between Ghana and Lil Baby as well. As the situation unfolded, it became clear that the tension between them was escalating. Later that night, Young Thug was seen hanging out with T.I., another prominent figure in the rap game, and posted a story that seemed to take another subtle jab at Ghana. Thug's words in the story, "There is no cap in my right. You feel what I am saying?" The right way, yeah, that way, were interpreted by many as a dig at Ghana's actions. The message was clear. Thug was proud of how he handled things, and he was making it known that he believed he did things the right way, unlike Ghana. The back and forth between the rappers has sparked a lot of discussions on social media, with fans and critics alike weighing in on who is in the right and who is in the wrong. While Lil Baby has remained relatively quiet about the situation, his association with Young Thug has made it clear where he stands. The tension between the two is still very much alive, and it looks like it will continue to unfold in the public eye, making headlines and adding more drama to the already complicated situation in the rap industry. Through this post, Thug seemed to want to let Ghana know that he made it out of his situation the right way, without taking shortcuts. But the tension between Ghana and Young Thug has caused even more drama. Academics pointed out that Young Thug may have been given an easy plea deal, but it could be a trap. He believes the authorities planned for Thug to eventually go back to prison. According to academics, the deal has rules that make it easier for Thug to end up back in jail for 20 years, and they might even use Lil Baby as a part of this plan. Some fans of Young Thug might think that his release means he won the case, but academics says it is not that simple. Beating a case means there are no conditions tied to it, and that is not the situation here. Thug's release comes with strict terms. He will be monitored for 15 years, and he cannot be in Atlanta, talk to his co-defendants, or talk about anything related to criminal activities. The authorities will be watching him closely, even paying attention to his music. If he talks about anything they think is connected to gangs or crimes, they could take action against him. While many people are happy that Thug is out, there are still a lot of concerns. During the trial, it was clear that the whole experience took a toll on him. He gained a lot of weight, and people could see how hard it had been for him. Even though it is great that Thug is out, there is also the realization that things are far from over. His release comes with heavy pressure and a lot of uncertainty. It is important to pay attention to how this situation unfolds because there is still a long way to go.